How's it going, everyone? Akibana Zero here with the very first Patron Coffee Time podcast. I have over here two of my fantastic, amazing patrons. Not exactly sitting across me or anything, but they're like on the other side of the world compared to where I am. I have on one hand over here, I have Dmillz. Dmillz, how's it going?
How's it going?
Where are you hailing from?
I'm near Cincinnati, Ohio right now.
Ooh, United States. And what's the weather like over there?
A little chilly, but mostly sunny today.
Sounds kind of British. It's a bit the case with us. And on the other hand over there, this other handsome dude over here, we got Valashar. Valashar, how's it going?
Going well.
Going well. Where are you hailing from?
Central Iowa, also U.S. So I'm just a short hop, relatively speaking, from Dmillz over there.
Ooh, you guys could hang out sometime.
Yeah, meet halfway. Like what? Chicago?
Something like that.
Right. And what's the weather like over there where you are?
Pretty good. We've actually we finally, spring decided it existed. Just a week ago. Just a week ago, we had 3 inches of snow.
Yeah, that's
a week ago, in April.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
oh shit. Kind of reminds me a little bit of what we've been having, because spring decided to come late. We didn't have snow or anything, but we had spring for like a week, and now again it's kind of raining sometimes. It's cloudy. It's a little cold. Like, hence I'm wearing this. It's ridiculous. I don't like British weather. No offense to the British people watching, but your weather stinks. Anyway, yes. Right. So, quick questions over here. People know me already. Whoever's watching this probably knows who I am already. Let's get to know you guys a little bit. Tell us about yourself a little bit. Dmillz, what do you do? What is that you do in life?
Well, currently I'm studying in college a degree for theology. So,
all right.
I also work at the coffee shop at my college, so I get some hours there, and it's basically it.
Cool. What do you plan to do with a theology degree?
My plan is actually to head over to Sweden and start some churches over there, if possible.
Start churches in Sweden. I think based on the name I see on Skype that you're not. Like, you do you have origin from Sweden? Like, is your family? No relation at all. No, okay, but
nope.
Why Sweden? Why Sweden then?
It's a long, complicated process that I could go into explaining, but we'd be here half an hour. So,
yeah, we only have half an hour for the show, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, Sweden's pretty cool. I got a few students from there. They're nice people. Right. And you, Valashar, what is it that you do?
I've been working in restaurants for decades now.
Decades.
Yeah, this is my 37th year working in one form or another in various kitchens and restaurants. Right now I work for a restaurant chain called Culver's, burgers, frozen custard, but I go in the morning and basically I'm their groundskeeper, kitchen setup. I make sure everything's degreased, cleaned. Basically, I go in before any of the crew shows up, make sure, and then get it all put together, and then run away before the customers arrive.
Well, they should have you on a pedestal or something, because you seem to be doing like the most important job there, keeping things clean and ready.
Yeah, I do stuff. Yeah, they take care of me.
Okay.
And it's a good. The store I work at, my boss is good. I got a decent crew. I mean, there's a better than usual ratio of good coworkers to, complete waste of space.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's fine. So you're yeah. And so, yeah, like I said, I think you have the most important job there, honestly, because one of the things that always concerns me about restaurants, like how clean things are. And finally meeting one of the people who actually makes sure of that is it's really, really reassuring that people like you exist. Of course, you're in the U.S. I'm here in the U.K., so I don't know how things are done here. Who knows? Right? Yeah.
All I know is that my boss and I agree that before that once we're done getting things set up, we should be able to sanitarily eat off the floor, and we can.
Oh, I like that sort of guarantee. I'm down for that. Yep.
I still wouldn't, but
well, yeah. I mean, the first person who walks in with shoes walking outside is just gonna turn everything into a health hazard on the floor there.
Yeah, that's why we say before the crew shows up.
Before the crew shows up. Yeah. Right. Because one thing I keep telling some of my students, because I walk at one of my biggest pet peeves, I walk into a classroom and I see a student sitting on a chair and he's got his feet propped up on the other chair. And it's like, dude, would you sit on that chair over there? It's like, yeah. And I'm like, really? Do you know how much stuff you've been stepping on for, like, I don't know, just this one half a day that you've been awake and walking around? If you think about it, you wouldn't sit on that. But yeah. Anyway, that's me being a bit of a jerk to my students at times. Right.
Job description.
Yeah, that's the job description, being a jerk.
Yeah.
Right. So we're here gonna do a few fun things. Before we start doing some of these fun things, we're gonna talk about a few things that we're looking forward to. I've got a heck ton of movies that I'm looking forward to this year that I'm probably not gonna watch because maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have formulated, because one movie I have to absolutely watch in the cinema no matter what, and that is Infinity War. I have.
Yeah, I plan to go see that Tuesday.
Oh, you're gonna see that Tuesday.
Yep, matinee prices, cheaper to go.
I see. Yeah. Well, see, me and my wife, we have a plan. What we're gonna do is one of us is gonna go on an early show, and the other one's gonna watch the baby. So she's gonna go. Maybe I'm gonna go, or she's gonna go early. Watch the movie on her own. Come back. Not say a word. A word. Nothing.
Just hand off. Just trade the baby for the keys and swap places.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the baby. See ya. And I go and come back, and then we talk about the movie. That's the plan. But see, I've already missed out on Black Panther.
That was good.
That was
Black
good.
Panther was good.
Yeah, it was an amazing film. I mean, although there's places here where you can still see it in the theater.
It's not available here anymore, and I have to wait until June for the Blu-rays and Netflix and Amazon and all that streaming stuff.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I mean, yeah. I'm missing out on Deadpool, which really... Deadpool.
I got lucky on that one. I got a friend who's pulling together a party, and so I'll be going with them, and I won't have to burn some of my Christmas gift card on it.
I see. Okay, that's pretty good. I never got to watch the first Deadpool in the cinema because I was living in China at the time, and China doesn't allow like that kind of raunchy movie to appear in their cinemas.
Yeah.
And so I had to watch it on like a torrent or something. And now again, second Deadpool movie. Loved the first one. The second Deadpool movie, can't watch it in the cinema again. I don't know, whatever movie's coming out this year, at the very least, I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch it in the cinema, which is really sad.
Yeah.
I won't be able to play some games.
I'm kind of bummed that the New Mutants movie got moved back a year.
Mutants?
I was looking forward to seeing the New Mutants.
It's the New Mutants.
X-Men. Yeah, it's a same X-Men universe type deal, but they're going the horror route with it.
Ooh.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that teaser they made. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. They've pushed it back
till next year. Apparently, they're doing a lot of reshoots and adding a couple characters to the team roster.
That's gonna make
No,
that's gonna
no.
make for a very very nice, interesting watch. I mean, they're going with that horror setting and everything.
Yep,
Something
and they're
completely
actually
different.
yeah, they're using one of the storylines from the comics, so it'll be cool to see how they do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Too bad it's next year, but actually works out for me. Hopefully, my daughter will be babysitter age at the time. So yeah. Although horror movie in the cinema and I don't mix that well, but might make the exception. Who knows? Right. Anything else you guys are looking forward to this year?
I'm definitely looking forward, like you said, to seeing Infinity Wars. I'm looking forward to Blaze Blue when it finally comes out.
Cross Tag Battle. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. What else is there?
Is that gonna be like your first fighting game or something?
It's gonna be one of my first fighting games. I have Under Night in Birth on my computer just to get used to the fighting game style a little bit, but it's gonna be one of my first fighting games that I've actually sat down and cared about.
Oh, okay, cool. I think it's gonna be a nice start for anybody because it's like the controls are very, very simple. They're designed with a gamepad in mind, but I still feel like there's gonna be a lot of depth with all the mixing and matching you can do. I just can't wait to sink my teeth into that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that eventually it comes out on Xbox.
Is it not? Is it just PS4, Switch, and yeah, PS4, Switch, and Steam?
Oh, there will be a Steam version?
Well, I want to say
I'd assume
yes.
there would be.
I want to say yes, but I know that PS4 and Switch for sure. I have a feeling it's for Steam too. I have a feeling. Well, that's a quick Wikipedia search right over there. Anything you're looking forward to this year, Valashar?
Other than a few movies like the Marvel movies, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they do with Phase 4 after, and whatever the hell the mystery is going to be about the Part 2 of Infinity War, which the directors have said they're not even going to give the movie's title for about 6 months.
Oh
wow!
Because the title itself gives spoilers for Infinity War.
Really?
Wow, that's what they've said.
That's very interesting.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I was looking forward to this year, like the BattleTech game, some of the movies that have already come out. I was always looking forward to seeing Ready Player One, and they did a good job with it, I thought.
I actually didn't get to go see that one.
Oh.
Have either of you read the book?
No.
No, I haven't read the book personally, but I've heard it has it's not as faithful to the book. That's what I've heard.
It's not, but in a very good way.
Okay.
See, if you look up some of the reviews and early hype for the movie, a lot of people were giving it grief because the book contains a lot of late 20th century pop culture references, and it gets really derivative in some chapters. But the movie focuses on the book's present day and the storyline that it's all revolves around. It keeps all the references and pop culture and even a Ruby reference in kind of the background.
There is a Ruby reference in the background.
Yes, there is they added a Ruby reference because it's a popular series.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, so some of the references are very much there in your face, like the Iron Giant reference and the Tracer from Overwatch, but they're not given center stage like a lot of the negative hype tried to was thinking it would. It's a good film. It's a good film if you haven't read the book. It's a good film if you have read the book.
Okay, that's pretty reassuring, considering I mean I haven't like I said I haven't read the book, but yeah, when I first saw there was some initial teasers and it kind of felt like, Are they just gonna cram a bunch of pop culture references and call it a day? Which it kind of sounds like they did, but they did it in a positive way, in a very good way. So.
Yeah, they did it. They did it in the background. It's very much it's all very much kept side focus away from the main characters.
All right.
So it doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't detract from the core story, which it's a good visually just eye-popping action sci-fi popcorn flick.
The best kind, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go to the movies anymore for anything but something that is that big and blockbustery. I mean, I don't feel like my money's well spent if I go and watch a Seth Rogen comedy, or if I go watch I don't know, some other movie that is probably better, like just as good to watch on my TV as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So something like that feels like more like an experience that I can live in there in the cinema. There's a good reason to, experience like the really good surround system and the big screen. You don't get that with like the last movie that was not a blockbuster I watched was this comedy with what's that female stand-up comedian's name? I forget her name.
Wow, really narrowing it down for us.
Very narrowing it down for you right over there. And it's terrible that I'm saying this and I forgot her name. Amy Schumer.
Okay.
Amy Schumer. She did this comedy where she's like traveling to like some other country and she gets lost with her mom or something like that. And I felt like, okay. What was that?
I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah, I forget the title. Like, see, that's how much this movie resonated with me. I mean, no, I had fun. I had some fun watching it. It was just like I could have like waited for this to come on Netflix or something.
Yeah, that's how I feel with most comedies. It's just the current styles of comedy films just don't really resonate with me. But then again, I'm an old dude. Give me some Danny Kaye, some Eddie Murphy.
There, we got it. So from one old guy to the other, like, yes, I salute your choices right over there. So we're gonna move on to Akibana Zero's patron Ask Me Anything, and I've got a series of.
Oh, no.
I got a series of questions here that I just found on the internet titled "Fun Questions to Ask People During Conversation." So I'm just gonna pick a few of these, and yeah, you guys answer one by one. We'll start with Dmillz and then Valashar, and just be honest, be yourselves. It's supposed to be fun, right? So instead of having the whole like, "Hey, how are you doing? How's the weather?" which we did earlier anyway. We'll do something a little more interesting. So, question number 1. When did you screw everything up, but no one ever found out it was you? Dmillz.
That's a tough one. A time when I messed everything up, but
nobody knew it was you.
I can't think of any. Like, the most recent one is I knocked over a chair at work and like the chair head broke off, and I just set it back on, and like someone else went to sit down and the chair head flew off, and I just stood back there just like
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Wow. Did they hurt themselves?
No.
Oh man, that would have made it funnier.
Yeah, they're fine.
Wow. Good one. I like that one. Valashar. A time you screwed everything up, but nobody found out it was you.
That happens so often at work because I'm there mostly alone.
I just now was telling you how much I trust the fact that you are guaranteeing that the place is clean.
Oh, no. I never screw that up.
Oh, okay.
But there have been, like Dmillz mentioned with the chair, there have been things that have mysteriously ended up broken. Or or missing or moved or mysteriously. Yes, very mysteriously. That's one of the benefits of being the first through the door and running away before the crew before everyone arrives.
You better hope your boss doesn't follow this.
Right.
Okay, excellent answer so far. Yeah, you want to say something else?
No, good.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's look for it. Okay. So, question number 2: which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life, in your opinion, Dmillz?
Fictional character. I feel like if we're keeping like my head just goes straight to Ruby because that's kind of what is here, but I feel like Tai Yang would be really boring.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Ruby herself, which is
No,
like
no,
that was
no.
exactly what was in my mind.
No. No, Ruby would be fun. She's like super energetic. No, I feel like Tai Yang would be like the most boring
Tai Yang would be the most boring. Why?
because he's just a normal dude. You know, he doesn't really do much. He just sits around, has a cute dog, raised 2 girls that are probably some of the best fighters of the generation. But
It's I'd say that's pretty remarkable. But yeah,
The dad.
he's a dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dad curse.
he'll probably tell dad jokes.
He already does. He's burning.
he
Burns.
does in Ruby Chibi.
Oh God, I have to start watching that now. I'm
Yes,
all
you
about the
do.
I'm all
Yeah,
about the dad jokes.
Yeah, there's like 3. There's like a string of 3 episodes with him with the dad jokes, and then him and Yang kind of playing off each other.
Oh
it's-
God.
It's amazing.
It's literally like watching Bernie and Barbara just having a conversation.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's gonna happen pretty soon, considering that I'm almost done with Volume 5. Finally, I could be with all of you guys and soldier on in the wait for the next volume.
And you can use Ruby is to carry yourself over.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's the plan, actually. A little advertisement over there. Valashar, same question. Which fictional character would you find the most boring to meet in real life?
Any of the Simpsons. As soon as you asked the question, my brain went immediately to Bart Simpson.
You think Bart would be boring to meet in real life?
Yes.
Why?
Well, for one thing, I got bored with the series like 20 years ago. I mean, I watched the first episode of that with my football team in school, and loved it. But it's like I grew up and the show didn't.
Nah, that is a fair criticism, I have to say. Yeah, there was all that controversy now, also with Apu. I mean, it's kind of like they never really adapted to the times. It's a miracle that show is still alive. I mean, I thought it was like, I didn't grow up in the States, so I mean, I didn't have The Simpsons weren't my thing. I had to start watching it way later. But I watched a few seasons. It was okay, great, and everything. Then at some point, I'm I realized that The Simpsons are still going. I'm in my 30s, and it's still going. And it's like, what the hell, guys? I mean, is it really that great now that it's still going? A miracle.
Yeah, it's one of those shows where, I mean, I say this about a lot of shows that have gone on for years and years and years. I say, well, they may as well just start showing it around noon and call it a soap opera.
I know that. Actually, that is a great idea. That should go to Mike Judge directly. No, he's not the one who did it. Groening. What's his name? Groening. Why did Mike Judge come to my head? Because I was watching Silicon Valley earlier. That's why he came to mind. Great show, by the way. All right, awesome. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. What is Dmillz? What is the best and worst purchases you have ever made? Ever.
The best purchase I've ever made would... Man, these are tough questions.
Wait till we get to the next ones.
Honestly, like I'm kind of cheap, but this phone I have here, this phone is like $100 and it runs almost exactly as good as a Samsung Galaxy. So this is one of the better purchases I've ever made. Um, but worst purchase would. Hmm. I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. I'm looking around my room, looking at the stuff I bought.
All the Funko Pops.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the first one of those was the worst purchase I've ever made because it made me want to buy more.
There you have it. There you have it. Question answered right over there.
Right.
What kind of
Oh.
phone is that, by the way? I mean, I can't see it very clearly.
It's an Android LG Fiesta, but it's actually a really good phone in my opinion.
Ooh, LG makes some really nice handsets. Right.
LG makes good electronics in general. I mean, my whole TV sound system setup is LG.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
make good products. Very solid. I mean, I think the only reason I have a BenQ monitor instead of an LG is because BenQ monitors are really good for fighting games. They have like really low response rates, which are important for those kinds of games. If you are pretending to be competitive on them, like I do.
Pretending to be competitive.
There,
I've
keyword.
seen
over there.
I've seen some of y'all's Brighton streams. You seem to hold your own.
Did you see the last one where I went to Habrukin and I got my ass handed to me? I haven't played Street Fighter in a while. It was ridiculous. I was so bad. Anyway, that embarrassing story aside, Valashar, same question. Your best and worst purchase ever?
Well, the worst one was easy. Again, it sprung right to mind. Back when I was in the Navy, I bought a car off a fellow sailor for $500 and largely ignored it because, I would start it turned out to basically be a non-working piece on four wheels that were barely there. And I didn't really find this out until it was time for me to load up my stuff and head home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I ended up selling it to the machine to the base machine shop for scrap and taking Greyhound home.
Okay. Wow, that's a pretty bad. That was a pretty bad deal, man.
Yeah.
What can you do, right? But
exactly.
Hey, you were in the Navy.
Yep.
Cool.
A while back.
And best purchase?
Not for best purchase. The first time I was able to afford to buy my first full set of Ren Fair garb, a full Grand Tartan kilt, claymore, just it was an incredible outfit. I wish I still had it.
Ooh.
But all I've got left from it is the leather vest.
Wait, let's backstep to the claymore for a moment. We're talking about a sword. the claymore.
Yeah, full two-hand William Wallace style claymore.
Wow.
Or
Whoa.
correction, Braveheart style, not William Wallace. In the actual William Wallace used one of the one-hand basket hilt swords.
Oh, a sword aficionado, I take it. You know every blade.
To a degree.
Yeah.
Okay. I know a lot of them. I'm not. I don't get. It's one of those things that I know the things that I've had personal experience with, but beyond that, anymore I've just got, as far as that sort of thing, I just have just got that vest I mentioned and a hammer, a lovely two-handed maul that would do Nora proud.
Can you wield any of them?
Yes.
Oh.
10 seconds.
Oh boy.
10 seconds. Oh, he's gonna bring it on screen. That's gonna be awesome. Weapons.
Weapons.
Oh, wow! Holy shit!
Wow.
That
Image to
Best.
scale.
image is exactly. Like I should have you in my house. Like nobody would ever just try to break in here. I should have you right over here. Look at that thing.
I actually keep it close to our entry hall for that exact same reason, because Yeah, if you have a hammer, you're going to use you want to use the hammer.
Always. Like, always, that would be the weapon of choice. Why do you think I'm walking around in Dark Souls 3 with a hammer now? That's how badass it is.
I knew a couple people that actually had like sharp keyblades at their house that they kept next to the front door.
Sharp keyblades, like they're actual keyblades from what's it called,
from Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts
that
sharp.
They had turned into actual weapons.
Holy
damn.
shit!
Well, disclaimer: I suck at Kingdom Hearts. I've never even made it through the first one. But those weapons, I mean, they seem cool just as actual weapons. About the least practical things you could come up with.
Pretty impractical considering like their keys.
Yeah.
The grooves on them are just like, I think wow, but still, I mean, I don't know, like, if I was dual wielding two of them and I was going up to an intruder like this, they would probably just freak the hell out and run away, so that's fine.
True.
Look, this person's crazy. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
if you can if you can put on a good war face.
The best war face. Hat and everything. Right. So this next one is gonna be is an interesting question. Dmillz.
Oh boy.
What's a body part that you wouldn't mind losing?
My pinky toe? I don't know.
You know, well, a pinky toe does it serve any purpose? I think it helps with your balance. No,
that's already terrible. So
that's,
anywhere's just fine.
There you go. There's the answer. I wouldn't mind losing my nose, to be honest. It's big as a potato. Valashar, same question. What body part do you not mind losing?
My gut. My gut. I've got definite old Irish guy gut.
Old Irish guy gut. So you got Irish roots?
Almost pure.
Pure, almost pure. Ah, you
Yep.
got the loco de Irish.
My mom's side is Kerry Green all the way back to the Irish Crown, and my dad's side is about 60% Irish, and the rest very much American Heinz 57.
Cool. Wow. Have you ever gone to Ireland?
I haven't. Mom's gone back a few times. I haven't had the opportunity yet. Would love to. Just visit the UK in general.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat place to visit, I have to say. Yeah. I haven't been to Ireland myself either. I haven't even been to Scotland, even though I was pretty close. First time I was living here, like 8 years ago, I was in Sunderland, which is kind of closer to north. So yeah, I had opportunities, but I never took them. All right.
And an old classmate of mine lives in Edinburgh.
Oh, Edinburgh, as they call it here. the Brits, right? So, final question, and then we're gonna move on to the quiz. Dmillz, what's the dumbest way you've been injured? Dmillz, are you there? I think we lost him.
Yeah, he's
kind of
real
frozen.
choppy on my screen.
Yeah, he's kind of frozen in place. Let me see if I can bring him back. There. I'm gonna just drop another call. But let's stick with you, Valashar.
Hello?
Hi, you're back. There you are.
I'm back.
You're kind of staggering a little bit.
Frame rate down to 3.
Yeah, it's like literally your frame rate and your audio are all down to like 3 frames per second. Maybe you could sort it out. Maybe you can restart or something like that. I'll throw the question to Valashar first.
I was hearing you got. but
Yes, we can.
Okay, Dmillz, can you?
I
this is trippy. Dmillz, we can't hear what you're saying. It's basically like, you know, chopped up vowels, essentially. What? Yeah. Valashar's just gonna toss you a chat.
Probably
Yeah, send him a thing on the Discord.
Okay, all right. We'll bring him back in a bit. So Valashar, what's the dumbest way you've ever been injured?
Falling out of a tree, many times.
Many times, and why is it dumb?
Just every time I fell, it was because I did something. I was doing something stupid or trying to do something, you know, adventurous.
Okay.
And it was all the same. And it was all the same tree. One, you know, just a tree in my grandma's backyard. I mean, I climbed that thing so many times, and every time I fell out of it, it was because I was being a bonehead.
Oh, that's wow. So basically, like when you were young, you decided, hey, I'm gonna use my natural athletic ability. You climbed a tree and then you fell. So what was the injury?
Oh, nothing worse than cuts and scrapes. I've fallen. I mean, I fell out of that tree as much as almost 30 feet, and that and many other things, and I've never had a single broken bone or anything worse than a sprain.
Oh, well, yeah, got yourself unscathed. That's fine. Fortunately, I've never broken anything in my life as well. Actually, no, my nose was kind of broken, and it was misdiagnosed by my dad as not broken. And yeah, now it's like a potato, and it's a little crooked as well. Yeah,
no.
It's yeah. If you look at it up close, you would be like, Jesus, man.
Am I good?
Same problem, man. You're still.
We're on the same problem, man. Okay. I think he was telling us that he'll restart or something. Hopefully.
Yeah, he responded on the Discord with just a yeah. I let him know that he was 3 FPSing and suggested the restart. Before he disconnected earlier, he said that he could hear us what we were telling him.
Yeah,
it's just that we weren't getting him back.
All right. Well, let's give him a moment.
Yep.
I'll just. I'm just gonna cut this part when the time comes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So were you? Yeah.
Just a quick question about the quiz. Is if I'm doing it on my computer, will that be all right?
Yeah. I'm basically going to. You're basically gonna get a pin. I'm gonna share my screen. You're gonna get a pin number, and you're gonna go to this website. Put the pin number in. Just type in your name, and then every time a new question appears, you're gonna get 4 options, like 4 colored options. You click the one you think is the correct answer, and that's fine. There we are.
Hey, I switched over to my phone, so my microphone's not going to be as good, but I'll be here.
That's okay. At least we can hear you.
That's fine.
All right. Dmillz, quickly answer the question. What's the dumbest way you've been injured?
Okay. Quickly, first time I touched an electric fence on purpose. So,
Oh.
And secondly, I was racing on a bike with no brakes, and I ended up injuring my knee.
Whoa. Well, that electric fence thing, like, would fall into the category of dumb. You did it on purpose? Why?
Yeah, because I tapped it a couple times, and, like, it didn't do anything. And I was like, oh, it must be fine. So I put my hand on it, and, yeah, I shocked myself.
At least you're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive.
It's an important thing. Right. So we're now going to move on to the Ruby quiz. And this is how it's going to work. I am going to share my screen with you guys. The audience can see the quiz over here on the screen, but I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see the questions. And what you're going to do is on a device, you could do it on your computer so you don't have to, because you're both using your phones for Skype. You're going to go to a website called Kahoot. That would be KAHOOT.IT.
Yep, already there.
Okay.
All right. And you're going to type in... Can you see my screen, by the way?
Yes.
Yes, but it's very small. I'm going to have to turn my phone.
Yeah. So you're going to now...
That is extremely small, but sure. Okay, I think it's good enough.
Right, you see this pin number over here.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, yep.
Alright, so type in the pin. Alright, we got Valashar.
Yep, I gotta enter my nickname.
And we got Dmillz. So, 50 questions about Ruby. Are you ready to declare who is the patron supreme?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Alright. What is the name of Ruby's scythe? That's the question. Stormflower, Crescent Rose, Weird and Nicer, it doesn't have a name. Type in your answer. Click on your answers. Only one person answered? Yep, the answer is Crescent Rose. Dmillz is ahead. Valashar, you didn't answer?
I did, but it said time was up.
Oh, yeah, careful, it's 10 seconds.
It's only showing the shapes on my screen. Not,
yeah, you got to look at.
You have to look at this. You have to look at the shared screen I'm giving you.
Okay.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yep.
The Schnee Dust Company resides where? Vale, Mistral, Atlas, or Vacuo? Atlas is the right answer for both of you. Dmillz is ahead. Let's move on to the next question. Blake Belladonna's semblance is known as Shadow. True or false?
What? I thought it was Shadow Clone.
Valashar has taken the lead. Next question. Yang Xiaolong translates to what? Nothing. Sun Little Dragon, Fireheart Flower, or Sunrise Day? Sun Little Dragon. Yes, that's what it translates to.
Ah. I hit the wrong one. Oh well.
Dmillz has taken the lead. Jean-Arc's Croakia original owner was who? His father, his grandfather, his great-grandfather, or his great-great-grandfather? It was his great-great-grandfather.
His great-great-grandfather.
Valashar taking the lead by a fraction, by a little bit. Let's move on. Nora Valkyrie's last name is inspired by the Norse god Thor. True or false? It's false, even though it is related, but it's not inspired by him.
Correct. Related to.
Trick question.
Very trick question, but good job to both of you. Right.
Nora herself is. Her name is not.
Yes. Pyrrha Nikos is killed by what?
I don't want to remember.
The Grim Dragon, or Cinder's Arrow? Cinder's Arrow. Very good. Valashar still in the lead.
Valashar still ahead.
Lieren's parents... ... were killed by a Grim, are an Oniyurian animal, looking for him, have no information on them. Were killed by a Grim. Very good. Sun Wukong's team name is what? Sun, or Sun. And it's SSSN, Team Sun. Nicely done. Valashar ahead.
Ahead.
Who is not on Team Coffee? Not. Scarlet David, Scarlet David is not.
Hell, Scarlet's barely on Team Sun.
Rightios. And moving on, what were Crow's first lines in Ruby? That was a mess. Queen has pawns. Hey, I'm talking to your ice cream.
What?
Queen has pawns.
He didn't say those lines.
Oh.
You're gonna have to go back to the show and confirm that.
He didn't say those.
They're the first words attributed to him, but it's not what he says first. It's a text message.
Oh well.
Potato,
as they say. I'm gonna have words. with this test designer.
Right.
Well, I could send the username a message and say, "Yo, this unclear." Anyway, moving on. Professor Oobleck? That's the question. Mr. Oobleck, Dr. Oobleck, or just Of course, it's Dr. Oobleck.
Well played.
Okay.
Dr. Oobleck.
That question in itself redeems the Crow one.
Exactly. It is so much win. Penny's death was an accident. True or false? False. A bit of a trick question here.
It depends. I went with. I figured the answer would be false, but I was going from Pyrrha's perspective.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's a bit of a trick question, because it depends on the perspective, right? Oh well.
Exactly.
Zwei has appeared in how many volumes? 1, 2, 3, or 4? He has appeared in 4 volumes. Wait a minute. Now
2?
I'm trying to think.
He appeared in 2. Did he appear in 5? Yeah, he did.
He appeared in 5.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
But wait, I don't know if this doesn't count 5. Does it? Interesting.
He wasn't in 1.
No, he wasn't in 1.
He wasn't in 1.
This is weird. Okay, hopefully there are no spoilers in this one. Right. Anyway. Dmillz is ahead. The scar on Cinder's eye was caused by what? Ruby. The silver eyes. Neo's name is based on a flavor of ice cream. True or false? True. Yep. And the name of the ice cream is...
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan. Okay. Wow.
Well, Neapolitan.
To be based on an ice cream, right?
And her name in the series is actually Neapolitan.
Because of his father, he has robotic legs. Simultaneous streak. Everybody got 3 in a row. Nicely done. How did Cinder find out about Emerald's Sustrade? She had killed one of her teammates. She had robbed the store. She had the same goal as Cinder. Yes, she had robbed the store. Somebody doesn't know how to spell.
She had robbed the store.
This is how you know. He had robbed the store. This is how you know it wasn't made by me. I wouldn't have made these spelling mistakes. All right. Which Grimm does not exist? Goliath, Creep, Dice, or all of these exist? All of these exist. Very good.
The creeps are those little 2-legged jobbies.
The little 2-legged what?
End of volume 2, the ones running around on 2 legs.
Ah, yeah.
Pyrrha spears a few of them in the mouth.
Okay. Yeah, so they're called creeps?
Yep.
Nice. What is a king Taijitu? It's a snake-like. You see the word king, immediately that is what should come to mind, because King Cobra. Team attacks are named after ship names. True or false? That was an instant click.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yep. Ship names, early ones from Reddit.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
The shopkeeper has never said a word. True or false?
What?
False.
He said yeah in volume 1, did he not?
Yep. Please, just take my Leon and leave.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody failed here.
You
That wasn't me.
You know. Well, plus I just finished watching like volumes 1 through 4 like 3 days ago.
Uh-huh. Who was Ruby's mother?
No, I clicked the wrong one. That was a misclick.
A misclick. Well, I'll yeah. We'll say.
Well, and I
Summer Rose.
Even if your answer was right, she's still dead.
No, you don't know that. It's never confirmed she died.
That's true. It has never been confirmed that Summer Rose is dead.
It just said
Ruby has never denied it.
It has, not to my knowledge. It only ever says that she left on a mission and never came back.
And there is a grave of her, but that could be just they assume.
That's a memorial. If you look at it, it's on a cliff that's not even 6 feet thick.
Wow, observations. Right. So then
And
on this podcast, we are making it known that there is a tiny possibility that Summer Rose is actually alive somewhere.
Yep. And Hazel has only said that in regards to the silver-eyed people, we've dealt with their kind before.
Ah, yes, he has said that.
And Salem did say bring Ruby in alive.
I wonder. Right. Anyway, conspiracy theories. Moving on. Ruby learned to use her scythe from which academy? Signal or Sanctum? Signal. The high school to Beacon's University. What is Mountain Glen? The initiation area for new Beacon Academy students. It produces special red stats that interest researchers. Vale's first serious attempt at expansion. Very good, gentlemen. Very good. Who is Lisa Lavender? This one is mean, but I don't know. Who is Lisa Lavender? She's a news reporter. Wow. Wow. Very good, gentlemen. Very good. These guys, true Ruby fans over here, they know their shit. What are the 4 basic colors of dust? Red, blue, yellow, and green versus red, white, blue, yellow.
Oh well.
Oh well. You tried. Blake helps with the rating of a cargo train. What was it? Dust. It was a Schnee Company commissioned train, if I remember correctly.
We still don't know if Blake ever admitted to Weiss that she was the one that robbed the train.
Fair point.
Ooh.
Because Weiss does mention it in Volume 1.
Yeah, the train car.
That's going to be some drama in the future. All right. Who was the previous leader of the White Fang? Gira Belladonna, Sienna Khan, Salem.
I mean, technically, both Gira and Sienna could be a right answer here.
Except not when this test was made.
True. Ruby shares her emblem design with her mother. And it is true. Nicely done. Dmillz is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Weiss is right-handed. Uh-oh. True or false?
Oh, I misclicked again. Dang it. I know it's false. I anticipated the false answer to be the left one.
Yeah, me too. It's been evil.
Evil.
It was evil. It was definitely evil.
I know the answer to that too.
Yeah, she's a southpaw like me.
We gotta watch the answer. Don't be too hasty. Don't be too hasty.
I find it really cool.
Okay, Treebeard.
That Velvet, when using Weiss's weapon, used it in her left hand.
Mm-hmm.
I found that really cool. So.
Yep. Velvet as a whole is just awesome.
Ninjas of Love first appears in which episode?
No, shoot, I clicked the wrong one. I know I got this wrong.
And I couldn't read them well enough to... I didn't even click on an answer.
Apologies. But apparently it appeared on episode 2, volume 1.
Yeah, I knew the answer. I wasn't thinking.
What does Yang order for a drink in the yellow trailer? A strawberry sunrise with no ice versus a strawberry supreme with no ice.
That was me again. That was me trying to be too fast. I need to stop and think here.
Yeah, you gotta take your time a little bit. Well, you don't have that much time. How many sisters does Jean have? 2, 5, 7, or 32?
32?
32 sisters.
Very, very interesting number. 7 sisters. Man, that guy's life was miserable.
Yeah.
Nora's poop shirt exists. Yep, it's a real shirt. Nice. Very nice.
They've also talked about making the headphones.
Where's the official mascot for Pumpkin Pete's Marshmallow Flakes? A rabbit. By the way, it makes an awesome hoodie too, which they now have.
They also have.
Yep.
Leah Ren's original voice actor was who?
It
was Montiel. What fairy tale is Cinderfall based off of? Cinderella. Who is Salem's informant? Tyrion, Cinderfall, a seer, or a creep?
What?
Apparently it's a seer.
That was weird. I completely guessed on that. It's like, I mean, Lionheart is kind of a creep, but...
Yeah,
that was a stretch, but okay.
The answer isn't anything there.
Yeah. What's the best way to kill a borba tusk? Go for its stomach, go for its eyes, have it charged at a wall. A borba tusk isn't easy to kill. Go for its stomach. What is the other name for the Grim Dragon?
What? Okay. Its second name is Kevin.
Kevin wasn't an option, so obviously.
Right.
No, Kevin wasn't an option, sadly.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting, actually, that would have Kevin in there, but it doesn't.
I thought Kevin was going to be on there.
2 curse words have been censored throughout Ruby. What were they?
Once by Blake and the other by Ozpin.
Yep. Because Roman was going to say, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and Glinda was talking about how Ironwood treats everything as a contest of measuring dicks.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Valashar has reached an answer streak 10. Wow.
Yeah.
Which is not a mission for Huntsman. Search and kill is not a
search and destroy.
Search and destroy. It was a phrasing one like a couple others.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going off what I'd seen on the bounty boards, and I didn't remember seeing an escort mission.
Well, there are several references to red versus blue throughout Ruby.
Very true. What, like
so many references?
A cat?
What, like a puma?
Yeah, there you go. And then detach the caboose, it will kill us all.
Yes.
That one I understand, by the way.
Said by Oobleck, who is also caboose.
Yeah.
Glinda Good Witch's symbol is what?
Ooh. I don't know this one. Oh, okay.
Yep, it's the crown on her cloak.
Yeah.
Peter Port has a fear of rats.
False. He has a fear of mice.
Oh.
You were too hasty on that one, man.
Way too hasty.
This test maker loves their phrasing.
They love their phrasing, yeah. What color is Bartholomew Oobleck's tie?
Okay, the fact that the yellow is blue. that took me a second.
Okay,
I'm dying.
And the blue is yellow.
Yeah.
I'm dying here. This was ridiculous. Winter Schnee once had a relationship with Crow Braun.
No. It tricked me out again.
Yeah, but it reversed him again.
You have to be slower, guys.
Well, I mean, like, you get less points later you click, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's strongly hinted that they've had one.
It's
very hinted in Ruby Chibi.
Yep. Ozpin actually, they do a Crow Winter thing, and Ozpin actually comes out and says dating was much less violent in my time.
It's amazing.
I'm loving this already. Can't wait to start that. Okay, Glinda and Ironwood have past history together. For sure.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot going on there.
Oh yeah.
Oh James, I'll be outside.
And the final question: in total, how many different outfits has Ruby?
7. Let me think. She has her original outfit. She has the pajamas. She has her alternate outfit.
Yeah, the volume 2.
She has the dress.
Mm-hmm.
She has volume 4's outfit. What 2 am I missing?
School uniform.
School uniform 6. What's number 7? Does she have 2 different types of pajamas?
I think
she has like a onesie.
That might be it.
Just has a t-shirt.
I think it's the pajama. I think she had a different kind of pajamas.
Yeah, I'd have to look that one up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she had a different pajamas in chapter 2 than she did at the end in the middle of the Badge and the Burden. I think it was different pajamas.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Right. So our champion for this for the very first Patron Coffee Time is Valashar with 39 out of 50 questions answered correctly. Good job. Congratulations, sir. You have earned bragging rights over Dmillz. But we won't hold it against Dmillz. A lot of misclicks and a lot of fake outs because this test
yeah, that was
yeah,
there was some good fake outs in that test and some bad fake outs in that test.
Yeah.
How do I stop sharing? Stop sharing. Yeah, there we go. Right. Good job, guys. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun as well. I was losing.
It was a good
mind.
one.
Right. Good
job.
Fun.
And it was.
Yeah.
And it was happily spoiler free.
It was. It definitely was. They didn't have anything.
I'm still trying to think. Like, did Zwei definitely didn't appear in Volume 1?
Absolutely not.
No, I
the
think
pillow.
That might have been
maybe the pillow. Maybe they counted the pillow. There's a Zwei pillow.
Could be that.
Except it's the wrong color to be Zwei. It's just a corgi pillow.
Yeah.
They have corgis in Ruby.
Obviously, they have Zwei.
Oh yeah, Zwei is kind of a corgi. Yeah. Okay.
Zwei is a purebred Welsh corgi. Well, just
are they counting Ruby Chibi? Are they counting Ruby Chibi? Maybe.
I don't know. I'll ask the test creator.
Because there is a lot of Zwei in Volume 1 of Ruby Chibi.
A lot of Zwei.
That could be it. Who knows? But yeah, I mean it's all good fun, right?
There's a lot of Zwei Blake in Ruby Chibi 1.
Oh yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of that, so I can't wait to check that out. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I think you'll really like it.
I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it too. Can't wait to start. And yeah, I mean, that ship has kind of sailed, but I do have to check out World of Remnants as well, which everybody's been screaming at me.
Lots World of Remnants.
Well, there's just in regard. Have you had a chance to watch that the Great War one that I mentioned in chat? Okay. Because I wanted to bring that one up in reference to one of the questions in the test in regards to who was the previous owner of Jean's sword.
Okay. So there's something about that there, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Right. Well, if there's ever time in my life, I will definitely have a watch.
I have a theory that Jean's sword is one of the relics.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I do not believe so. I believe it's as much a relic as Ozpin's cane.
Really?
Yep. Because, well, do you mind if I go into it, Akibana?
I think I will let you guys get into that on Discord because
okay, fair enough.
Run out of time, but it's definitely an interesting theory that we could unpack at another time. Right. So.
Yep.
Thank you all. Thank you both for joining me for this Patron Coffee Time. It was a pleasure having you over here. Thanks to Dmillz. And thanks to Valashar.
Thanks for having me.
It's been fun.
It's been fun having you guys. And to anybody else who's watching, if you would like to be one of these guys in the next Patron Coffee Time, you can join us on patreon.com/Akibana0 and also our community in the Discord channel by following the link in the description below. And all three of us are going to catch you next time.